China just did something that terrifies the Pentagon. They didn't build a better tank or a bigger navy. They built a fighter jet designed for one mission: to destroy America's monopoly in the global defense market. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet is now outselling, outperforming, and undercutting the F-35 in every measurable way. And countries that used to buy American are now lining up for Chinese weapons instead. This isn't just about military technology. This is about money, power, and the end of American dominance in the world's most profitable industry. For decades, the United States made billions selling advanced fighter jets to half the world. The F-35 was supposed to be the crown jewel, the ultimate fifth-generation stealth fighter that would keep America's defense industry on top for generations. But the Chinese J-35 fighter jet just shattered that dream. And here's what makes it so dangerous. It's not just competitive with the F-35, it's better. And it costs $30 million less. Let's break down why the Chinese J-35 fighter jet is winning. The F-35 has a combat range of about 1,000 kilometers. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet stretches that to 1,200 kilometers. The F-35 carries 4 missiles in its internal weapons bay. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet carries 6 PL-15 missiles, each with a range of 300 kilometers. That's 180 kilometers more than America's AIM-120, which maxes out at just 120 kilometers. In terms of speed, the F-35 tops out at Mach 1.6. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet can push to Mach 2, faster, leaner, deadlier. And here's the part that should terrify American defense contractors. The F-35 costs between $80 and $100 million depending on the variant. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet goes for $50 to $70 million. That's a $30 million discount with better performance and reliability. That's not competition. That's a direct hit on America's defense sales. But the Chinese J-35 fighter jet advantage goes beyond specs. It's equipped with next-generation electronic warfare systems that can blind enemy radars and jam communications. Pakistan's J-10C, an older Chinese fighter, uses the KG-600 jamming pod that was strong enough to disable some of NATO's most advanced fighters during recent conflicts. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet carries an even more advanced jamming suite. And here's the terrifying part. The systems are modular, meaning China can upgrade them over time with new technologies including AI co-pilots, quantum radar, and quantum computers for real-time data processing. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet isn't just a fighter. It's a flying supercomputer capable of evolving with every generation of technology. And these aren't science fiction concepts. China is actively developing all of this right now. In quantum technology especially, China is years ahead of the United States, which has nothing comparable to show. Recent combat results prove the Chinese J-35 fighter jet represents a paradigm shift. In a joint exercise, a French Rafale shot down an American F-35, proving the F-35 isn't as stealthy as Washington claims, and it's useless in close-range dogfights. But that same French Rafale was destroyed by a Pakistani J-10C during recent conflict. So if an older Chinese fighter can beat a Rafale that beat the F-35, imagine what the far more advanced Chinese J-35 fighter jet can do. What truly scares America about the Chinese J-35 fighter jet isn't the technology, it's the money. The moment nations stop buying American weapons, the U.S. defense industry collapses, and right now, countries are lining up to buy Chinese fighters. Iran, Egypt, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Azerbaijan, Colombia, Brazil, even Saudi Arabia, once a loyal American customer, is now ordering Chinese weapons. The Chinese J-35 fighter jet is only the beginning. Once it enters full export mode, the rest of the world will rush toward China's defense market, and here's why. Unlike America, China doesn't force other nations to change who they are just to trade. It doesn't impose rules or political agendas. It respects each country's dignity. That's why not only governments but entire nations are shifting toward China. For decades, the U.S. mocked Chinese products as low-quality copies. But today, the whole world is laughing at that claim. Modern Chinese weapons aren't just cheaper, they're winning. The Chinese J35 fighter jet proves China has surpassed America in the world's most competitive industry. And there's no going back. If this opened your eyes, subscribe, drop a comment. Can American defense contractors compete with China's combination of quality and price? The answer might determine who controls the skies for the next 50 years.